You.
Hold on,
Nate,
so
We live,
Nate,
baby. We
Nate,
live.
great.
yeah, I'm with Brandon. So Creed and Coach A get a damn compliment, but everybody else get a base.
Because it's the change. It's the change. You recognize the change.
What's up, everybody?
What's
Good
up,
morning, my
everybody?
brother.
Good morning,
What's
everybody.
up?
We are here. We are live. Man, it's been a tough morning already for the group.
I know, Brandon, late. You need to be here on time. Man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm the first one every Saturday up. Sending up text messages. I'm the first one.
Rise
Y'all be
and
up
grind.
before me. Yeah, my rise and grind. But we ain't talking about that on there. We ain't talking about this family talk, man. Good morning to everybody. You got Coach A in the building. You got Jody, Mr. Michael Stokes in the building. You got Creisha, the First Lady. Not your average Chef Jimbo and Nate the Great. And you got your boy B, the CEO. How y'all doing this morning, man?
Great. Ready.
What happened to Nick?
Nick, don't worry about Nick. You worry about being on time next Saturday.
Where Nick at? I don't even see Nick on here.
Nick gone.
You're listening.
So Nick late?
Gone. No, Nick. You know, so Nick late. Good morning, CJ. Good morning. We having fun this morning getting on each other's cases. But I know what time it is. It's mental health check.
Brandon, I feel like you need a hug this morning.
Give me a virtual hug, Jimbo.
Nick the one got him stirred up, and then he bumped out.
Oh, it was Nick. Okay.
No, I was asking.
No, it wasn't Nick.
Stirred
He
up.
was stirred up before Nick.
I was stirred up before Nick because I asked Creed, "What's the point of us having a meeting?
Oh, okay,
You can't
okay.
abide by certain things." That's what I was doing.
Creisha need more than a hug right now.
What do I
All that
need?
foolishness you done text me.
Oh, it wasn't foolishness. It was the truth.
Hey, she told me she was gonna cuss your tail out, boy.
Yup.
Ooh.
What she said?
I gotta watch my mouth around Jimmy, so I had to put it PG.
Yeah,
So,
you got that PG stuff
what-
around Jimmy.
So-
What did
at
she
least
say?
I-
She didn't really,
doggets.
I didn't really, but I'm gonna.
you
come
know,
after
but
Did you hit him
she
with-
cussed me out in a Christian way.
Hey, that's
did
what I'm
you
gonna
hear
ask
that
you.
punk
Is it Jimmy style or Jody style? You know, there's two different cussing out. There's two different cussing out. You got Jimmy
That's true.
style and you got Jody style.
Hey, that's true. It is two different cussing outs, man. But
Want
mental health
to
check,
get you
man.
sent to HR real quick.
Yeah.
Coach A, where you at today?
I'm at a 10, man. It's just good to be back here with my fam. You know how it is.
Absolutely.
With the shirt on deck. I see you,
On
Coach
deck,
A.
that's right.
You know.
Coaching group. You know how it is.
So, I'm at like an 8.5 because
Wow.
I
Here you
just,
go.
You
Here you go.
eat and you just look happy.
I don't think he ever give whole numbers.
He never give whole numbers.
I'm like an 8.5 because I miss Jimmy. And I mean, you're right, not your average chef, because I'm gonna say not your average chef because the boy ain't cooked in forever. So right now he looking a little bit below average.
He
Not
going
your
there.
average chef.
He going there. He
Still ain't
going
got my
there.
Philly cheesesteak yet, but maybe when I get
Oh,
that, I'll
that
be a
thing-
10.
That thing was
Listen,
banging.
listen.
It was.
First Lady, where you at today?
I'm at a 10. You know, after this, I start my first training session, which I'm
That's
happy
what's up.
about.
That's
You know,
what's up.
so
Awesome.
Not your average Chef Jimbo. Where you at? Brother? How you feeling this morning?
I'm trying to figure out if I want to pull a Jody or just tell the truth. Uh,
Hey, just tell the truth. We want the truth. Just tell the truth.
Man, listen, man. I'm feeling amazing.
That's
I'm
what's
feeling great. Brandon, Nick, and Creisha, they need extra kind of love this morning because their attitude is very piss poor. But other than that, it's a great day. It's a great morning.
Nate, where you at this morning?
You know what? I was at a 10, but then I got on here and people started, jumping down people's throats. So it took me to an 8. But
No,
I'm
you-
slowly getting back to a 9.
You let people take you down, brother.
Yeah, and I did let y'all take me down. I woke up in my bed. I had a great morning, a great late morning. It was 10 o'clock. No, 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. And then here y'all go.
Yeah, you know it. I'm at a 10 this morning, although Jimmy said I haven't had a piss poor attitude. But I'm good this morning. I'm good. I'm just handling my role as I'm supposed to do when people say I'm jumping down their throat. But I'm good this morning. And I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I ain't gonna stop. So Jimmy, Coach A, Nate, Jody, be on time next time. You dig what I'm saying?
You dig what I'm saying?
I can't wait till I see you. That's all I got.
You know what? Because when you see me, you gonna give me a hug, and I'm
And I'm gonna give you a Nate hug.
Nah, don't give me no Nate hug. They say you be jabbing.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Hey man, we gonna go to the intro. We'll be back with Coach A.
Tell them I ain't mad, baby. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Ain't nobody ever take this moment from me. So nigga, while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good. It's all good.
Jimmy, do you not know that dumping the ball off to your big man gets him and motivates him?
Tell them I ain't mad, baby. No, you know I ain't mad if you love it. Ain't nobody ever take this moment from me.
I don't want no smoke over there. I heard her cut somebody out in traffic. I don't want no problem with that.
For real. I'm like, no part
I don't
of
want
that.
no problems with that.
Family talk, let's discuss it. Y'all know what time it is. It's been a minute, but y'all know what time it is. What time is it? It's
That's
news
right.
with the coach. It's news with the coach. We
Coach
are
A.
back, Coach. Let's get it, Coach. Tell them what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. So listen, if you eating cereal, Cheerios, or you got eggs and bacon in your mouth, swallow your food and sit your butt down because I got some news for you. Westminster College in Utah will be offering a class, check this out, hardcore porn next year in the school's catalog. The course described said that the class was about hardcore pornography, which is as American as apple pie. More popular than Sunday Night Football. Our approach to this billion-dollar industry is as both a cultural phenomenon that reflects and enforces sexual equalities, but holds the potential to challenge sexual and gender norms, and as an art form, it requires serious complication. So listen, in the class, students will watch pornographic films together and discuss the sexualization of race, class, and gender as an experimental, radical art form. Talk about an advanced sex education. I do think that a lot of guys are going to skip this class because it's probably going to be a pretty hard class for them. Moving forward, woke NBA superstar Brittany Garner remains in Russia. She was taken into custody, if you don't know, in February after a customs official allegedly found hashing oil or whatever it's called in her luggage at an airport near Moscow. A criminal case has been opened against an American citizen for smuggling a significant amount of drugs, and Russia official says that in March. Garner, a two-time Olympic gold medalist who plays for the Russian professional team UMMC, I can't even pronounce the name, could face up to 10 years in prison. One of the WNBA's premier player is detained in a country waging a widely denounced war in Ukraine. Garner's plaque had largely faded from public consciousness to many observers. The culprit for this outcome is clear. You've Brittany Garner, one of the greatest women to ever play the game of basketball, and it just fell. Think about this. It just fell off everybody's radar. Is it because she a woman? Imagine if it was KD or Kyrie.
Oh man, they'd be all over that.
All over.
That's it for your news with Coach A. It's good to be back. Hope you're having a great day.
Yes.
Great morning.
Yes, sir. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Any comments about what Coach just said?
Well, I mean, just think about it. It speaks to one of our subjects, that double standard.
You talking about the basketball thing or the other thing?
Well, I saw Jody laughing about the pornography. So I
Either one.
He had something to say.
Jody will take that class.
I take that class. I don't understand what the problem is. I'm like, hell, at this point, I got some videos we can reference because I got some questions that I won't answer. So yeah, I got some videos we can.
We're not watching that. If you're in
porn.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If I was in college, I would have took that class too. Because some of these classes, like weightlifting and that hardcore porn class, they gotta be easy A's, man. How can you fail that class?
Not
It's gonna be a big orgy in that class. That's what I feel like.
Say what?
It's gonna turn out to be a big orgy in that class if you're watching so much porn videos.
Yeah, yeah. Not in the. Well, I mean, they're gonna be having private.
Our society's just getting stupid.
sessions.
I don't get it. What's educational about it? How you gonna put race theories and like? I'm not even gonna get there, but
exactly.
Stupid.
I mean, you could if you wanted to. You could if you wanted to. What?
So that's just the direction we're going, man. I think that a lot of that has to do with where we are today, and so a lot of these ideas and it's just coming forth. A lot of the confidence now. A lot of the confidence, teaching gender to kids, and then now, porn, they want to introduce porn in college. It's crazy. It's crazy.
All I'm saying is I've only seen 2 genders in porn, so.
That ain't the world you living in.
Right.
The CEO keep freezing up.
Yeah, man. I had knocked out my internet box.
Oh, you late, man. You just getting here?
Well, I thought you was on that telly.
Hey, yeah.
I'm about to say the government trying to take you out too, bro.
It's the government. So, but what about that? The girl still locked up, man. It made me think about that too. Like, if it was somebody else, they probably would have, quite possibly.
At this point, I think
they probably already been home.
I think Russia just doing this out of spite, to be honest with you. We mad at everybody, so we gonna hold. Cause like, bro, she got locked up for some hash oil, bro. Like, really?
Yeah, but I heard it's an illegal drug in that country, though.
Yeah.
So every country has their own laws with drugs.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what y'all saying is true. I feel like if it was somebody else.
No matter what y'all say, he's still gonna think Russia got something.
If it was something,
he's not gonna see it as Russia's following their laws. He's not gonna say it like that.
They laws.
Nah,
I feel like if it was somebody more important. I feel like it was it. If it was somebody more important, they would have been like, "Hey, we don't allow this here, but we're gonna let you slide this one time."
Bro, Russia don't care who you is. They don't care who you is.
Have you seen the Russian mob?
But don't they do like prisoner exchanges and stuff like that? I think we do stuff like that.
That depends on what the president trying to do, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't have got the boy. What was it? ASAP Rocky out of jail for supposedly hitting the dude. After they locked him up in the jail in like Amsterdam somewhere for like 2 weeks, they went and got him.
Biden probably ain't trying to get her though. Biden probably another melanated person gone.
Hey, Biden probably don't even. He probably forgot she was locked up the day after. Like,
hey, Biden be over there.
He probably watched the game and like, didn't they have another player? What happened to that girl? They had another player on their team.
I can see it now. Kamala, didn't they have another tall, light, darky over on this team? What happened to us?
He probably forgot Kamala.
Like,
Kamala
you supposed to get her out of prison. Oh.
He probably looking at a wall like this, talking to the wall. Hey, what about that the black basketball girl?
Probably halfway asleep. Well, since B gone, we're gonna have to talk.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy. Don't talk about y'all president. Listen, so since B gone, we're gonna hop into these topics right quick. We're gonna hold it down for CEO. Right. Our hot topic of the week is we're gonna talk a little bit about this Johnny Depp case. Because I've been watching the interviews and kind of watching the case, and I've been like, boy, what the hell? So I'm just gonna scratch all that. For me personally, I was done when she shit in his bed. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. She shit in his bed. She's like, it seems like she's been trying to make him look like this horrible guy. She's like, oh, Johnny, you did this. Like, you literally like, oh, you got drunk and angry and you threw something at the wall. And I'm just like, at this point, all Johnny got to do is like, you shit in my bed. Oh, you got drunk and cursed me out. You shit in my bed. Like, there's nothing else that you can say this man did wrong after you shit in his bed. Like, you topped the cake. You can't say anything else. It's like, oh, you grabbed me. You shit in my bed. Like, I don't get. Like, she's like, she has an argument. Like, you don't have an argument. You shit in his bed. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just. But It just goes to show you on some real talk that the double standards there is in this world, because it's like this woman has like lied on multiple occasions.
Are they
Like
married?
They're divorced.
They got
they're-
divorced.
They're divorced. Oh, okay.
They were
Well,
only married for a year.
Sorry,
for some
I just
of
had
us
to ask
that
that
don't
question.
know the
Like,
case, let us know what's going on, like how we got here.
It's rich people problems.
So I did some research on it because I didn't know anything about it. I've been seeing the headlines, but I did some research this morning, right? And I read a couple of articles. So they got married, I think, in 2016, they divorced in 2017, and so that's only 1 year, right? But the situation is there was an article that came out, I think, somewhere in I think Britain or something like that, where she discussed how she was abused. She didn't name him, but she said she was abused. So apparently we know it's about him. Ever since then, he lost his role with Pirates of the Caribbean. I think there's supposed to be one more left or something like that. He was supposed to be in. So he believes that's where the defamation case came from. And then so yeah, and then now she's asking for like $100 million. But I read the whole thing. I think there's some conflicting stories between both of them, but then again, we haven't heard her side yet. She hasn't testified yet. It's only his side. I do think that she has issues. She looks like she's crazy to me. But Johnny also is a guy who came from an abusive family. I read that he came from an abusive family, so he has a lot of trauma. So I think that's where his substance abuse come from as well too, because he's known to be a drug addict.
Yeah, she's basically saying like, "Oh, you're a drug addict. You got all this trauma and stuff." And it's just like, yeah, he probably did some of the stuff that you say he did, but you looking at it, it's like it's almost like she tried to hide everything that she did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't believe that. Yeah,
like everybody's kind of looking like, you know what I'm saying? She got on this whole platform about to play this "woe is me" card, and Johnny Depp is this horrible person. Y'all don't know him like I know him, and then it's almost like it's like she stepped out to try to make him look bad and got this man kicked off of arguably one of the funniest movies, like Pirate of the Caribbean was that movie. So you got this man kicked off of his biggest, like, you know what I'm saying, biggest role ever, and still it's like everything started coming out, and it's like now it's like, well, hold on, bitch, because you looking a little crazy yourself. And it's like her lawyer is about as dumb. I'm talking about dumb as you can possibly be, because it's just like it just looks like she's so unprepared. Like the lawyer literally sat there and looked in Johnny's face and was like, Johnny, you'd say you're bigger than Amber, right? And they'd be like what type of question is that? Like, of course I am. And or he's asking him a question like, oh, do you carry containers big enough to hold cocaine? And he was like, if I carry a trash bag, that's big enough to hold cocaine. Like if I carry a bottle cap, that's big enough to hold cocaine. Like, again, what kind of question is that? It just seems like it's very obvious that she's trying to make him look bad, but in the process of, she started making herself look extremely bad, because it's like she's like, oh, I've never said anything to him demeaning his character and demeaning his manhood, and then they go back and like 10 minutes later they'll play a freaking recording that he had on his phone where she's like cursing him out, calling him a dumb SOB, and it's just like, I thought you just said you never said anything demeaning his character. Calling him a dumb drunk SOB, that's not character demeaning to you? And so it's just gotten out of hand, and now we're kind of looking like, damn, John, we might owe you an apology, because she jumped up here to make you look like shit, and you know, shitting in your bed. Like,
you can't get over that,
huh? Bro, like, ever since they came out with like she shit in his bed, it's like that for me. That would have been case closed. Like,
I mean, what did they say? No, what's the facts surrounding? Did she jump up there and squat, or did she retrieve it out the toilet and dump it in?
No,
there?
yes, she there was in an argument. She jumped up there and squat in the bed, and I'm just like, man,
why do you know
this? They said it on the
court. No, they said it in the court.
Doing research.
Yeah.
Yeah, her claim was a dog or something like that.
She claimed the dog did it.
Yeah, she claimed it was a dog.
Okay.
They like, okay.
But you guys, we have to realize that there's money on the line both sides. He's suing for like 50 million, she's suing for like 100 million, or vice versa. They both, somebody 50, somebody 100. Anytime you suing for some cash in the millions, you gonna make yourself look try to make the other person
everything
look
coming
bad.
out at that point.
Exactly. You want this person to look as bad. You're gonna talk about everything that they did, everything you thought they did, all that stuff. So, and a lot of times the circumstances, in those situations don't even be like that. You know what I'm saying? If you can imagine that an argument escalated at some point and y'all cursing each other out, but if people viewing it on the outside in look like, oh, that's bad. Look at the way they talking, or look at the way they going back and forth. But that might be how y'all communicate back and forth. You know what I'm saying? He might be, cursing her out one day and she cursed him out the other day, and back and forth. But obviously one person got it recorded and the other person don't. So it's just gonna make that person look bad. So I think a lot of them circumstances, is different in those situations.
But she had also mentioned in one recording that I think she was talking to him. She was like, "Do you really think they're gonna believe that you're the victim, that you're being abused, and stuff like that?" So I don't know where the context came from that, but that makes me think like, so you're not as innocent as you think you are.
Yeah, setting it up, a setup.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it was like. That's why the case was like, it took an interesting turn, because before it was like Johnny Depp is this horrible, horrible, horrible person. And then, like I said, you pushed for this case to happen, and you're suing him for this money, and then you turn around and be like kind of the horrible person. So it's kind of like, oh, well, look here, look at, you know what I'm saying? Look what came out. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like oh, you thought this man was gonna walk up in court and not have his his P's and Q's. It was just like, oh shit, yeah, you done messed up now. You done incriminated yourself. It's kind of like when you go to HR and you complain about somebody and they hit you with, so what'd you do? And then now you got to start like putting yourself on kind of blast. That's what she did. Only problem is he had recordings and photos and everything else. And I don't know how she pulled up this case. It was like in the beginning of this case, did she look her lawyer in the face and be like, hey, at one point I shit in his bed. I just want you to know that. Like, did you tell your lawyer this at all? I'm pretty sure you didn't.
I'm sure she did, but they have to defend their case.
I understand.
They're being paid to defend us, so
they're not doing a good job at it.
Tell her you couldn't make it in time. That's all. You just had to go.
There's no way.
Oh man,
you couldn't make it in time.
I wish we had this much coverage during the Epstein Maxwell case. I say that. That was a whole lot more important.
That was private. That was private, Jimmy. They wouldn't let us have coverage because we showed up.
Of course, because she was gonna name names. Yeah, she finna name names. They don't want that. Something that's important. Well, I was told not to call this case, and that this case it has some.
This is important because now we can't get the Last Caribbeans or the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, man, that's my movie, boy.
That was a good series. Yeah,
it was a great series.
Bro, you gotta watch all of them. They off the chain, boy.
Nate, we're not doing this about movies we ain't seen because I still ain't seen Back to the Future.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not doing this.
But I don't. But do y'all feel like he should have lost his role in that? I mean,
it's canceled.
No, well, because during that time, that was a couple of years ago. During that time, it was just it's what she said. It was nothing proven, so he shouldn't have lost anything. Then I don't think so, at least.
But that's what Disney does. That's what Disney
That's true.
does.
Disney
and shouts out to Ron DeSantis. That's my guy.
I knew that was coming.
That's my guy. Shouts out to Ron.
Yeah.
Ron for 2022. I miss y'all go vote for my guy, man.
Yeah. I heard they did revoke they status that tax status that they have and stuff. So
yeah, they talking about moving. I'm like, where y'all finna move at? Because your show ain't moving to Texas because they more strict than us.
But they gonna go where they welcome, like New York, someplace like that. They gotta.
Well, then New York ain't got no land from them. Well, at least the city.
But I said, and he finna make Florida like the 23rd state for constitutional carry, and I'm like, oh, mother suck. That's my boy. Now he definitely got my vote now.
So what is that? I don't even know what that is.
Basically, you don't have to have a carry permit to have a gun on you anywhere you go.
Oh, you talking about to have it concealed? You don't have to be concealed to carry it?
You don't have to
have that permit.
You don't have to have the permit. And Florida's going to be a constitutional carry state.
As in what?
The
So,
Disney
You talking
thing.
about the Sanchez?
Oh,
DeSantis.
all right. So, listen, I don't know the correct term, so I'm just gonna make up my own term. So, pretty much what DeSantis did, Disney had a deal in place from what governor before in the past. I don't know who it was, but they pretty much were able to make their own laws. They had their own police
Yeah.
departments and everything on their land. They was able to do whatever the freak they wanted to do on their land. Governor Ron DeSantis came and he took, and they didn't pay any taxes, nothing. So Governor Ron DeSantis came and he took everything away. He said you have to abide by the laws of the state of Florida and the county that that your business is in, and he's making them pay taxes. So I believe they estimated what Disney could be paying $400 to $600 million in taxes every
Yeah,
year.
they're not. They won't. They
Yeah.
won't.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be tax breaks. We all know that.
Yeah, they're gonna dedicate a lot of stuff to research. They're gonna donate a lot of stuff to charity. There's a lot of ways of getting around that stuff. Trust me.
Cause I'm still shocked that Jeff Bezos of Amazon in 2018 that joker paid $0 in taxes.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
say, woof, this is crazy.
That's how they do it. That's how they do it. So if any of y'all wanna learn some of these techniques, hit me up. I'll let you know.
Coach A.
It's legal. It's
Rapid
all
returns.
all the stuff is legal. It's legal
Yeah.
too. It's not. They're not
When you
doing it
say-
illegally.
Coach A, you ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah,
I'm trying to go that route. You got me?
I got you.
I bet. I'm willing to falsify some files right quick. I got. On to our first topic of the day. In light of the Johnny Depp case, we had a topic pop up where we're going to talk about the double standards of domestic abuse, and I thought that was a pretty good topic. Because honestly, we always hear about domestic abuse, and all you think about is some big, ugly, mean dude smacking on some poor, innocent woman, and being this tirade of a barbarian hitting on this poor, defenseless woman. But we never hear the other side of domestic abuse, where you have women who are out there hitting on men. You have women out there, mentally, abusing men. You have women out there that are like emotionally abusing men. You got women out there like Jada Pickett, bald head. So, out there doing what she's doing. So, we're gonna open up the floor so we can talk about a little bit of the double standard on domestic abuse, because our brothers aren't represented, in a lot of domestic abuse cases. So, Coach A, what you got to say about double standards in domestic abuse?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a double standard for sure, but at the same time, as a man, you should be in control. You should be a leader. You should be confident in yourself and be able to direct the relationship the way you want it to go. And if it becomes toxic or something you don't want to be involved in, you should be strong enough to do the right thing and step out. So men are created. We're created different than women. A lot of times we're bigger, we're stronger, and so we don't always have the same education or the same confidence, and so that's how some men get abused by women, because they have low self-esteem, or they don't make as much money, and it's easy to damage a person in that area. So I think that there's definitely a double standard, but we just need to really teach our men how to step up and make the right decisions. I mean, it's just hard. Like when I look at that Will Smith and Jada, he should have never allowed the relationship to get like that. He should have, if they wasn't going to be, faithful to each other or a strong family unit, then he probably should have, made the right decision to split up, or, a long time ago. And so, it's just how it is in our society, because men are bigger and stronger, that they don't pay attention. They don't get much recognition when it comes to being abused by women. So that's my take on it.
I want to go on the records and say, remember when Ray Rice got into his shenanigans, and he decided to hit his girlfriend of a while with that right hook on the elevator, and he pretty much got disowned from the NFL. We're not going to talk about the chick from the USA team, right, that has a contract endorsed with Nike. old girl got the police calling her because she broke her boyfriend's nose and she didn't get dropped from the USA team. She didn't get kicked off of Nike. She lost no endorsements. And that was a point that I wanted to bring up because I'm just like, well, damn, Ray Rice, smacked this chick one time and he got disowned from the NFL forever. And yet this dude, you know what I'm saying? This dude got his behind whooped by his girl and they ain't do nothing. So I think we have to stop looking at it as like, oh, he'll be all right, because it's kind of like the same place where you talk about men's mental health. It's like, you know what I'm saying, men be getting put through it by these shitty women. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop acting like men don't have feelings and emotions. Like, men be getting put through it. Like Coach A said, when you got a woman that makes more money than you, you know what I'm saying? It's just like she'll hold that shit over your head. You get like a toxic woman will ruin a perfectly good man like that, like ASAP. She will berate you and beat you down. And if you don't believe me, look at guys like Dwayne Wade. Look at guys like, it's real talk. Look at guys like Will Smith. Look at guys like Dwayne Wade. You see what happened when you let your girl put the pants on in your family? Your son ended up wearing a skirt. Like, it's just wild like that.
You better
like,
speak up now, Mike. Say something, Mike. Say something, Mike.
You talk about
Yes, sir.
what happens when the roles are reversed. It's just like, that's what happens. It's just like, bro, it's just like, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if Dwayne Wade came out and it's like, Gabrielle Union have been mentally abusing me for years. Like, yeah, we can tell.
But we already knew that, Dwayne.
We can see. we damn sure can see. We ain't finna act like Gabby ain't the reason why you left Cleveland and went back to Miami. We can see. we knew. So it's a double standard, you know what I'm saying? But if it was like a dude, you know what I'm saying, emotionally controlling the chick, he'd be the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be the worst person in the world. So we gotta stop.
Spawn.
Yeah, so we gotta stop. We gotta stop like making it seem like women, not to say that women don't do wrong. We gotta stop making it sound like women aren't manipulating these men. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you a dude and you in love, you move different. You act a certain way. You give that woman more control than you probably should have, and over your emotions, over your thoughts, over your feelings, and some of them take advantage. And so we gotta stop acting like that's not a thing, and hold ourselves to a higher standards. We gotta be more, helping for our brothers. We gotta lift our brothers up. You know what I'm saying? So if you see your boy, you know what I'm saying, like going through it, like help your bro out, man. Because it's like, real talk, we don't talk about our men's mental health enough, because men be suffering and be like going through it, and nobody seems like they be caring. And that's how they get this whole domestic abuse thing. And men be getting hit on too. I personally been a victim of domestic abuse. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke up, because I'm like, first of all, you need to be putting your hands on me.
Who you spoke up to? You spoke up to your abuser, or you told the authorities?
I spoke up to my roommate at the time.
You told your roommate you was being abused by somebody else?
I told her she hit me, bro. Because she called me 19 times. I ain't answered my phone. She hit me. I don't deserve this.
Did you call the police? Did you tell the authorities?
That's what I'm saying. That's why we so messed up in the head. Because
he ain't called police. He loved her.
I just like what she did.
You went back with her? You went back with her, didn't you?
100%. I went back over there.
Domestic love, something else, ain't it?
Wait, so how many times has she hit you though?
Probably
it was just twice.
Did she hit you in the head?
Nah, one time she hit me in the chest twice. So it was just twice.
Yeah, I'd call the police.
Knock it off.
Keep your hands to yourself. I'd call the police.
I don't trust Jody. Jody ain't telling the whole story. They probably was all playing around and stuff.
Okay, the first time was her being mad. The second time was a little role play. They remember that time you hit me.
Oh my god.
Then the truth comes out.
Hey,
so you weren't domestically abused.
The first time, yeah. The second time it was role play.
What was she mad at you for?
Because I didn't answer. She called me 19 times.
Oh, 19 times.
I didn't answer my phone. Whole time, real talk. I was at a function and I put my phone on silent, and so I forgot to take it off silent when I got back home. So she called on my phone, and I was just sitting up playing the game, not paying attention. And next thing you know, I get a knock on the door, and she pull up, and she, like, where to be at? And I'm like, you tripping? And next thing you know, whop! I was like, I was flabbergasted and shocked, but I was a little turned on too. So I was like, damn, do it again.
So then
Yeah,
you
you was like, you gotta
whatever
do
you
this
said.
again.
Oh
Like
my
I
God.
said, I was a victim of domestic abuse.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You was a victim of mental abuse from yourself.
Uncle Pudge, what's up?
What's happening?
Good. What's up?
Y'all talking about
Hey,
somebody.
what's
Nate.
happening? Hey, man.
Nate the Great, what you got on that, man? What's up?
Say it again.
Double standards in domestic abuse. What's good?
I mean, you pretty much right as far as it's like when men do things like that, you automatically see the dark side. Like, yeah, he probably did that, and you don't expect women who are supposed to be soft and nurturing to be able to be capable of something like that. And then when they found out it is, you like, no, she didn't. That's not what
Do
happened.
that again. Do that again.
So now I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you, and that's just it is what it is, I guess. Sometimes it's how they say it, you guilty until proven innocent, and that's how it goes when it comes to men.
Yeah.
You better say
And
so.
women, you gotta prove it.
Well, and the other messed up part about it is like literally like a man can be like, "Yo, she hit me 5 minutes ago," and the police will be like, "You ain't got no marks on you," and go about your business. But a woman can be like, "Oh, 18 years ago, he slapped me for kicking him, for talking about his dead mama and kicking him in the face," and people will be like, "Oh my God, I've always knew he's been a domestic abuser," and they'd be like, "Wait a minute, what? What?"
Jody, you did that good, man.
Because that's how they be doing it. Like real talk. Like think about all these, not to go off subject, but think about all these cases.
Is that your Karen impression?
Yeah, that's my Karen impression. Like, oh my God, your mask is half up. Like that's what we doing.
I love it. I love it. That was good, Jody.
God hasn't put any Karens in my life because I've only had one Karen in my life, and I kind of set her straight at the point of the moment, and I was like, nah, because she was like, "Oh, you're skipping the line. You can't do that." And I'm like, "Lady, you over here looking at something." And then she starts to pull out her phone and be like, "I'm gonna call security." I'm like, "Lady, I'm gonna tell you that day. You ever seen the videos of people record the Karens? That's not me. I'm gonna slap the shit out you. You touch me. I just want you to know." And she had this look on her face, like, "Oh my God, a black man just starting to slap me." And I was like, and if you keep walking up on me, I'm gonna hit you with this blink too. I'm gonna shoot your ass in Target and be like, "Oh my God, I was a victim." I felt danger because she felt danger, so I shot her first. Like, "Lady, I'm not that dude. I'm not gonna record you. I'm gonna slap the shit out you up in this Target." I said, "Don't make me act a nigga up in Target. I'm supposed to do that in Walmart, not in Target." This is respect.
Oh my God, he said the N-word.
That too. She was just looking all like thrown off. So I agree with you. Lucretia, first lady.
What?
Double standards on domestic abuse. Have you ever hit anybody?
I think no.
What? You better tell the truth and shame the devil today.
Hold on, Lucretia, do you own a pair of black Air Force One?
No.
Did you used to?
No, I never really liked forces.
But listen, all I know, you better tell the truth right now, Creature. Shame the devil.
I've had dated somebody.
Lucretia, have you ever put your paws on somebody?
On a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fighting. Like we actually fighting.
Okay, thank you for telling the truth. I'm about to tell all your business.
She said, "Look at hey, do what I'm talking about. Look how normal she said that."
Bro,
Like, yeah,
Creature about that life, bro. You know how many times Creature put her hands on me? Man.
What? No,
hold on, Jimmy, are you a victim?
Jimmy, don't be lying.
I'm a victim.
Don't be lying.
You a victim, Jimmy?
Yes, I've been a
Tell
victim.
the truth and shame the devil.
Well, we were playing. We were playing.
Yeah,
She still put her hands on me though.
Okay.
Jimmy,
She still put her hands on me though.
Jimmy, you put your hands on me at work every day. So I'm a victim of that also then.
No, but I'm the same sex though. I'm the same gender.
Apparently in today's life, that's a thing. Oh, he had to get off because of that one.
Yeah, I would say knock it off. But Creed, like for real, what's you?
No, I agree. I think there's a double standard. But I also believe, I think one of the reasons why it goes unnoticed for men is because majority of the time, I think women are really good with the mental aspect, mental and emotional aspect, not more of physical. At least there is women who hit men, but I feel like women are very good with the mind. They can manipulate things. They can do all that good stuff. Well, good bad stuff. So I think like I watch men get emotionally, mentally abused. Like I literally see the woman like undermining him and doing stuff like that, and it's almost like that's that kind of sad. And I don't like it at all. But I think that's probably one of the reasons why it goes unnoticed because it's usually to me I think it's more mental and emotional.
Well spoken. I like that. So we're going to mentally and emotionally stop beating up on Jimmy. You know he's a sensitive guy. You know he's
don't
a sensitive guy.
Start with that, please.
But I got a question though. Why do you feel like, or why is, and this for everybody, why is it more mental for guys? Like, I feel like me personally, I feel like it's because men have a lot more, like self-esteem or mental issues when it comes to, being a man here in society, like living up to certain standards. And I feel like that makes it harder when they get in these relationships. And when you come in contact with a woman that notices that, like, oh, you're not living up to this standard. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. So like if a woman can see, a weakness of a man and if she's doing better, especially if that woman feels like she's doing a lot better than you, then it's easier for her to come after the man and be like, you're not good enough. Look at you, like you're trash and stuff like that. Like I've seen it. So, and I don't think I never thought it was right. So I think that's one of the reasons. That's why I think it's more emotional, mental for women. Women can hit you with words, like really, really good.
Oh yeah.
So our words are very powerful. So, and I think that's the reason why, like when a man hits a woman, it's like, oh my gosh, like this is a bigger man. Usually, most men are stronger than women. So we get the physical aspect. Of course, it's mental, but I feel like we get more of the physical aspect than the mental aspect. The mental aspect comes when a woman feels like I can't leave because of the situation. I may get hurt if he might try to kill me if I leave. But a man is like, you get mentally, then you crush everything about him. Like it starts for the mental. You crush everything. So it goes down to like, and then it goes down to his trigger points and trauma from like growing up or something like that. So women can pick that up, and once they pick that up, it's over. And that's why I think there's like a.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts right there. And I think a lot of guys do that.
I had to give you a hand clap for that.
I didn't know where that came from.
What was that?
I had to give you a hand
clap.
Gotta
get some better hand claps.
Because, like, all honesty, I've seen women hush because y'all ain't got nothing. Hush. I've seen women seek out like men who aren't their best selves. Like you see women seek out damaged men, and it's almost in a point where it's like I know I can control him because I know he's damaged. So it's like I've seen women seek out damaged men, like and it's like that. So I love the fact that you brought up that point. That was a real point. So. But that's why we hired you, boy. I'll tell you what, boy. None of these Negroes would have ever came to that conclusion. Good job, Cree. MVP of the topic right there. B, it's finally nice of you to join us back. I see you done got you a coffee. That what you was doing? I got Wi-Fi issues.
No, I got my sister went and got me some coffee. That's what happened.
Must be nice.
Get you one. That's all I gotta say is get you one.
Listen, working on it. We're working on it. We're on contract.
As long as you're working on it. Let's move on.
Here he goes.
Oh, it's your turn. It's your turn, CEO.
Oh, well, I've been in and out. I'm like Telly today. I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, if you take time to listen to the brother, he was trying to tell you.
Jimmy, you need to stop it.
We talk about double standards of domestic abuse, and Cree just made a good point that some women deal with broken men so they can more easily manipulate them to a certain point. So, in lieu of the Johnny Depp case, we're talking about double standards of domestic abuse.
Main thing I got to say about that is men deal with it too. I was in a situation where I was mentally abused. I've been hit before too. I ain't never put my hands on no. I ain't put my paws on no woman or nothing like that. Just had to hold her down a little bit and tell her you're gonna be putting your hands on me like that. But
you hold it down like this. Or like this. Which one was it?
Coach, if I was on my computer, I'd take you off the screen. But nah. It's a big mental thing. Like I said, I was in a situation where mentally I was being abused and taken advantage of. And like I said, I got myself hit on a couple times. Got hit in the face, got slapped in the head. You know, got pushed to the ultimate limit where I probably wanted to put my hands on it, but you know, had enough sense not to do it. So men definitely go through it too. Men shouldn't be exited out on a situation like this. I'm glad I'm not in that situation no more. I'm in a more happier place, I should say. And that's really all I got to say about it, man. Men go through it too. And I feel like I'm a very strong person, and even a very strong person as myself, I was in the middle of it. And it was a tough situation. It was a real tough situation, and nothing to be funny about. It ain't nothing to laugh about or anything like that, because that stuff can literally get you to the point where you want to hurt yourself or you want to hurt that other person. So it's very serious when it comes to stuff like that.
And B, we applaud you for being a stand-up dude and getting yourself out of that situation, because a lot of people wouldn't have even got themselves out of that situation, and they probably would have dug themselves a deeper hole. And for you getting your hands put on you several times and you restraining yourself, I applaud you for that, because you know, not all of us are in that same place of restraint, because you know you my boy and I got your back, and if I ever see her in the streets, I might.
Oh my God.
I know you got my back, dog. I love you, dog. I love you.
If I ever see her out in the street, boy, she might just some random dude just came up and RKO'd my ass and then straight up. Y'all gonna see on Bay News 9, just random dude rock bottoms and bitch and hit his elbow right quick and just dipped out, bro. So I applaud you for having the strength to understand that, you know what I'm saying, your best move was to remove yourself from that situation, because a lot of people wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people would have fed into the toxicity, but you being a stand-up dude, you know what I'm saying, you remove yourself from the situation. So I applaud you for that. Uncle Pudge, we already know you got something to say.
You know, maybe I don't. This might be the one time I don't.
He do, because Tiffany took his good controller. That's domestic abuse right there. She be whooping. Tiffany be pinching the shit out of Telly when the camera cut off on the back end of Tuesdays.
This is true, man. This is true. Jody witnessed me getting pinched.
With me getting pinched.
But before that, man, I'm like B, man. I was in a relationship that I was emotionally and mentally abused. And the thing was, I didn't even know I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't even know you are until you're out of it.
Yeah, it took a therapist to point that out to me. You know, and I'm like, yeah, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Like, you know, like I'm a victim of something like this. You know, it's like, man, once I noticed the signs and noticed everything from that day forward, man, it was like, you know what? I'm not going back to that state ever again. I won't let anybody treat me like that ever again. You know, I'm really deaf on that type of stuff. You know, I even counsel people against that stuff. Like, look, man, you don't have to take certain things. I mean, I don't know what it is why, you know, certain women think that men supposed to take that type of crap and everything, and just because you're a dude. You know, that's just the crazy thing about it. You know, and how the world look at it. You know, be a man, suck it up, move it on. But you can't just suck it up and move it on. You know, it's like somebody pointed something out to me. You know, it's like when you look at all these things, on the internet, you see a dude crying or a dude opening up about things that's going on with him, they come out with a meme making fun of him. And it's like, dang, man, this dude actually, opening up and he coming forward. Now you want to make fun of him. And you wonder why more dudes don't step forward because of stuff like that. As us as a society, we gotta, get rid of those stigmas and allow dudes to open up about stuff like that, man. Make it, safe for a guy to come forward, to be able to say, this is going on in my life. This is how I'm feeling.
And that's what Jody was talking about, man. It's hard.
Where I'm coming from, because like you said, it's not a laughing matter, man. It's dudes out here really killing themselves over this because they holding it in.
And that's the point that I wanted to make is that and I can only speak for myself. I can't speak with nobody else. You get to that point where you want to hurt yourself because you're going through it. You feel like you ain't got nobody to talk to. You feel like you ain't got nobody to go to. Like Telly said earlier, you don't really know you're going through it until somebody be like, "Hey, you're going through it." So listen, it's a tough situation. I'm so happy I'm out of it. I feel much better. I'm a much better man. I'm a much better person. But it's tough, man. It's real tough. And for men that's going out there and they're going through something like this, man, one thing you got to do is you got to open up. You got to talk to somebody. You got to talk to somebody. You got to get yourself out of that situation. I don't know how you're gonna get yourself out of the situation. I know how I got out of mine. But you gotta get yourself out of that situation,
man. That's well spoken. You can always talk to Coach A. Coach A is always here for a listening ear.
Absolutely.
You ever need somebody
that's
to talk
big facts.
And if you ready for her, if you ready for her to leave and you want to kick her out, you call me. I come help you throw. I'm coming with trash bags, duct tape, and we throw her shit out the door. I got your back.
I appreciate that, Jody. I appreciate it.
Hey, B, you should have called me. B, I would have. What?
It's hard. No, you say it's easy for me to say, yeah, I should have called somebody, but going through it.
I know it's not easy now. I know it's not easy then because you're in the middle of it.
In the middle of it, it's hard. I can say that now. It's like, yeah, I should have called somebody. I should have called my brothers. I should have called my mother. I should have called the police. I should have done a lot of stuff, but I didn't.
Cree, you too. If you ever need somebody removed from your life, you let us know. I'm off every weekend, but bet.
I can handle my own, but I got you.
Hey, he'll come outside and his car be sitting on four bricks. Stall cool. Riding on rocks.
So another point on that is we all have to, at some point, we have to recognize our value and our worth here in society, and so we can't settle for less. And so once and I know we heard this before, you're valuable, you're important, but it really has to be internalized in your heart that you truly walk around and recognize your value here on earth. And so when you do that, then you won't settle for a lot of these situations or a lot of these things. A lot of times when people are in these situations in the beginning, they allow these things to go forward. So at an early time, you just need to recognize your value and start trying to recognize red flags, like abuse, hurt people. So if you see somebody that act out early in the relationship when you dating, that's a red flag. It very rarely gets better. It gets worse. And so you need to make that decision early. We can't be so blinded by, the sex, or this person looks good, or this person making a lot of money and I'm just comfortable right now. You know what I'm saying? We can't be blinded by those things. We have to recognize that we deserve more. And it's a lot more than just, the money and physical aspect. We deserve to be respected. We deserve to be talked to in a certain way. Right? Yeah. So, that's just
absolutely.
That's just the core. That's just my view of the core of some of these situations, is that we settle for less through low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Preach, Coach A. And that goes for even friendships too. Like, let's be real. Like, sometimes those friendships be toxic because you got people that's supposed to
Yeah.
make you some Philly cheesesteak pasta and still ain't made it yet. So you gotta let them things go sometimes.
You gotta let it go.
You
You
gotta
gotta
Let it go. Let
you
it go,
have to let
Jody.
the Philly cheesesteak go. That's what you
Let
gotta
it
let
go.
go.
Just let it go.
LIG, Jody.
Huh?
Let it go. I say LIG. Let it
You
go.
got two hands in the kitchen too.
But he the chef though.
Ooh.
Let it go, Jody. Let's
That's what
move
I'm paying
on.
him for. So
Let's move on.
our next topic, right? Since he ain't here to defend himself, I'm gonna talk bad about him. Our next topic is why do you? Because I can't believe it was Nick that sent me a clip, right? And so why do you guys believe that there is a lack of black-owned towns, hospitals, banks, insurance companies, etc.? What is the deal? Because you got all these black athletes, all these black millionaires who are sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars. Why do you think there is a lack of major black-owned like organizations, banks, insurance companies, hospitals, towns, schools, etc.? Coach A, businessman, let Coach A hit on that first. Why is there a lack of?
Well, I just think it's the educational portion of it, that a lot of us are not trained in those fields and we don't know much about it. So therefore we just kind of stick with what we know. If we come into millions of dollars, we just kind of stick with the area that we understand. And it's not till other people enlighten us that we start investing in other things and other businesses. So I think a lot of that is the mentality and the education. Yeah, what Jimmy say, that mentality and the education of individuals. I know it's easy to say, hey, you got $1 million, you got $1 million, you got $1 million, y'all put y'all stuff together and create this and create that. But it's still, you don't want your business to fail. So you have to learn how to run a business. You can't just open up an insurance company and think it's going to do well. That'd be a waste of your money. And so a lot of people just scared to take that venture and do that stuff, that leap when it comes to that. So, and a lot of people are just not interested in being business owners. Again, that speaks to the mentality. Some people feel more comfortable working for other people and, seeing that steady check, because it's different when you got to hustle, when the only way your money comes is by hustling every single day, meaning getting new customers. That's a whole different animal right there. So there's a number of reasons. I don't believe it's the reason that I would say the woke society, or what we've been taught, that that the United States is keeping us from doing that. I don't think that that's the issue. I just think we're keeping ourselves from doing it.
We're keeping ourselves from doing it.
Based on our experience, our mentality, our upbringing, and there's a lot of factors involved in there that stems to that. And also, is I hate to say it, but you think about that, like, there is somewhat of a stigma to some certain black-owned businesses. Like, it's unfortunate, but sometimes we just have this impression that sometimes black-owned businesses, you just got to be a little bit extra cautious when you go there. They might mess something up, or they might skip something, or don't do something right, or it's unfortunate, but
take a year and a half to get to your shit.
Yeah, taking you a year or so to get your stuff back. So there's a lot of those things that are surrounded around it. So there's a lot of things that needs to change before it can just completely take off. But that's just my impression on why it's not a whole lot of those black businesses around.
You know what? That's a very good point. I would say this. I would say that I don't think that the people that have the potential to start this are well educated enough to start their own businesses and insurance companies, because anybody can buy a freaking studio and open up a barbershop. Anybody can buy a car wash. You can buy a couple McDonald's and Chick-fil-A's, but like stuff that is going to impact your own community. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm born and raised in Atlanta. I played a professional sport. I made $120 million. Like, why not start a bank to give some of these mom and pop shops, a little better venue for their place? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people running, businesses out of a place. You got that dude that's making bank selling barbecue on the side of the road. Like, why not give him an opportunity to have like a little shop to run his barbecue joint out of? why not, you know what I'm saying, give people who have these $1 million ideas places where they can expand. You know what I'm saying? As a black person, you want to see your black people, venture out, because it's like it's just it's like we're just not helping each other to a certain extent, and it's just like maybe I would say maybe some people don't want us to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm like people might not want to help. Like, hey, I need a permit to build a bank. Now we're gonna give you a bunch of pushback on building this bank. Some people, not everybody, but some people don't want to see you win, and that's probably.
I'm sorry, Mike. I think
Nah, good.
I think a lot of it also comes with fear of failure. What other people are gonna say about you. I think that has a huge part of just fear, not having the faith to whatever that idea is, to go out there and shoot your shot with that idea and doing what you need to do with your idea. I think that has a lot to do with fear. And us as a black community, we got to stop being fearful. Period. We got to stop being fearful. These Hispanics go out and they do things. White people go out and they do things. They don't have fear, and I think that's what a lot of our problem is in the black community, is the fear aspect. So once you get over that hurdle of being fear and keep your faith, especially if God gave you that seed. If God gave you that seed, keep your faith and then keep trucking along with it. So that's my take on it. I think it has a lot to do with fear.
I just want to hit on what Miss Megan Real Talk Harper said. A lot of time we just lack the connections and information. That's a big part of it too. We don't, like, people have these ideas and they just literally just don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you start? Like when I look at people like Coach A and I look at Cree, it's just like when you started your tax business, when Cree did her book and got it on Amazon, it's like, was there a point where you were kind of looking like, I want to do this, but where do I start?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But to hit down on that point, so I think one of the reasons I think is because what's the motivation behind this? Well, like, there's no community behind it, right? That's one thing. But also, what's the motivation behind what you're trying to do? Because if it's for more self gain, then you also have to realize whatever you put out there is usually for other people, because we're only the type of people, So if I'm like, for instance, when I think of wanting to start something, I got tons of ideas, but majority of my ideas not just for me to make money, it's for me to help others. So if your ideas are just to make money, you would never think of others. You're always going to think of yourself. And especially if you didn't come from a background with money, most of us didn't. So if you don't think, it's like you were saying earlier, Coach A, it's about mentality. And Jimmy, if your mental state is saying, I want to make, like, even with athletes, okay, almost every athlete has a shoe line, or almost every athlete has black celebrity has some type of like clothing line. But where are your banks? Where are your insurance companies? Where are apartment buildings? Like, for me, I want to buy like a complex for families, but we don't see enough of that. And also, like, do we have enough venture capitalists out there? Like, I've been listening to some, there's two that I know of. And I'm like, damn, like, these are two black women who are venture capitalists. Like, they're in the world, like, actually giving out like loans and stuff like that, helping black owned companies to prosper. But we don't have enough of that because we're not sharing the information enough. Just like she was saying, we won't share enough information, so we keep it to ourselves. Like, we think the next person is gonna go over and screw us over. But like CEO said, if God gave you that seed and he told you to go on it, I don't think you should be so hesitant to share that information, because it's yours. What's yours is yours. Right. 5 people there's 10 different bread companies out there. We choose our own. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's where yeah.
I also don't want everybody to use all this as an excuse, because like Master P and Dame Dash always say, if we have, like, for instance, New York has probably over 50 millionaires off of entertainment and sports and many other things. If everybody were to come together and put $1 million in a pot, imagine the stuff that they could get done. Just like the group of young men in Georgia, what they put $25 each.
That Father's thing, Jimmy.
No. They put they bought like 20 something acres. They put $25 each in a bank account for like 5 years, and they bought all that acre, a crap load of land in Georgia.
Oh, you mean the groups of Black American families who are?
Nah, it's a group of like 6 brothers.
Oh, I didn't know
friends,
that.
brothers and friends. They put the money together collectively and they bought the property after like 5 or 6 years. So it could be done. We could be our own resource.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, that's just me.
It's also hard to find other people that have the like mind. I think that's another issue, is that finding other people that have the like mind and you can come together and decide, this is what we want to do. Sometimes you get with people and they have alternative motives, or they just don't have the same vision. And so you don't want to put your money with somebody that has a completely different vision than you, even though they might want to help other people, but their vision is different. They want to do it a different way. And so, that's the issue too, because even just owning a business, it's hard to find somebody to work with you in your office. That's the hardest thing. And when you find somebody, it's like finding gold, because you have to trust this person with the information. You got to trust this person with, sometimes keys to the office or whatever the situation is. So there's a lot of different variables that hold us back. But one thing's for sure is that a determined person is going to find a way. That's the principle that every successful business owner follows, is that I'm determined, so I'm not going to allow the current situation or circumstances keep me from accomplishing the goal that I want. And so that's,
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Uncle, wait, Nate, you got something on this?
Nah, y'all pretty much touched on everything.
Nate the Great. Uncle Fred, send us home.
Well, man, it's crazy because I have this conversation all the time. Why is it, more Black-owned stuff? Let me tell you, man, being out in this business world, being Black-owned, what I've encountered was that my own people would try to get over on me.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. You put out the good deal. It's a fair deal. You make stuff affordable, and they still want a more discount and more, of a deal. It's like,
I hate to agree with you.
You know what I mean, Coach? You're looking like this is the deal. This is the best deal around, and you still want less. What you want me to do it for free? It's like,
yes, they want you to do it for free.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And you're just looking like, man, but you go down to this corner store, with an Arab owner, and he's selling Jordans and T-shirts, which I don't think they authentic, but that ain't neither here nor there. But you'll pay his price. You don't ask him for a deal. He in your neighborhood.
You go right in there, pick it up off the shelf.
Hey, the no G-Man slander will be allowed in this chat room. It's
hey, I'll rock with
them G-Man t-shirts.
You got that G-Man shirt right now, don't you?
Hey, I'll rock with G-Man. I'll rock with G-Man.
I got one on now.
Hey, there you go. G-Man will be tolerated in this podcast right here, bro.
I'll rock
with G-Man slander, but I'm just saying.
I need to hit them up on endorsement. What's up, bro? What's up? Holla at us. Endorsement.
They don't call Nike up and say, man, can I get a discount? Yeah. Can I get, anything like that? And it's like frustrating. And then also, man, coming up in our community, especially back in my day, the big thing was we was preached to go to school, get a job, pay your bills. Mm-hmm. That was all that was preached. Go to school, get an education, get a job, pay your bills. We never heard or saw anybody around us, venture out and open up a small business or, go in that direction or tell you, well, if you save your money and you can do this and go to this avenue, go to that avenue, like, shoot, man. I didn't learn about credit until I actually got grown. and was out the house and stuff, man. You know, credit was not, you know, taught to us. You know, the importance of good credit. You know, the importance of maintaining, you know, financial stability or things like that. It was really just go to school, get an education, and get a job. Now, with all the information that we have now we seeing that, oh man, how to make our money or have an ideal of how to make our money work for us and which direction to go. And another component was, or probably still is, I don't know, is they wasn't helping black people like that with money, giving them business loans and things of that nature, you know. And you know, that's when I started hearing about all this redlining, and somebody made a conversation, somebody in a conversation. It was Dr. Umar, and you know, I love that brother. A lot of things I agree with him on.
Me too.
He was
a lot
like,
of things
man,
I don't.
Right, and a lot of things I don't. But sometimes the brother be on point, and the brother said they rather give you a car loan, a student loan,
business,
and you know, but they won't give you a business loan. You know, stuff to help you make money, but they'll give you any type of loan to help you put you in debt. You know, like, and you sit back and look like, dang, that dude is right. You know, it's easy if I want to get a car loan or a student loan or stuff like that, but you go talking about, I want to open up a business and I want to do this, that, and the other, and it's like a lot of red tape, you know. And even when I was younger, you know, like the grant programs, there's so many grants out here, you know, we don't have any access to that information. But if you go apply for a grant, man, they take you through so much red tape, you know, for this free money. It's like pages of information. Okay, you want a grant? Cool. What type of grant you want? Agricultural, blah, 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 blah. And you just read through all this like, damn, where do I fit in at? You know, the process is like, look, should be just, look, I want this type of business I want. This is what I need the money for. Bam, bam, bam. But it's so much red tape, man.
Well,
so much red tape.
Grants are from multiple companies and stuff.
Yeah, and I got to push back on that. A business is different than a car. Car, you can go back and get your car if they don't pay it back. You know, house and property. But a business, nobody gonna go and take a business. You're just gonna default on your loan. But it's important to have these things in place because people don't. And if somebody came to you and say, "Give me some money," you know, because I want to, you know, start a business, you would want to see a business plan. You want to see, you know, a whole slew of things to show that their business is going to be productive, that they did their research, and that is going to be successful. You don't want to just give out money just to give out money because that's what we did for the past 2 years. And now, you know what I'm saying, we're dealing with it now. Exactly. So, you know, people, you know, I tried to tell the people because I had people come to me and I helped them get their some of these loans and grants and stuff. And I said, the object of this money is for your business to do better. You don't want to be 2 years, 3 years down the line and you're in the same situation you are before, where you still owe the money, you haven't improved your business, you haven't done anything to help. And so a lot of times that is why it's harder to get a business loan, because people don't know how to put a business plan together. They don't know how, they don't do the research. All they do is come with an idea, like, yo, I want to sell this, I want to do that, and this is how much money I need. Well, you need to research the competition. You need to research what makes your business better. You know what I'm saying? What products are you going to sell? All these things. In fact, how much money are you going to be making? First year, second year, third year, how many customers you need to have in order to be able to pay your lights and be able to pay this. All that goes into a business plan. So it does.
You know what? I'm sorry, Coach. You know what? All of that you're saying, that's intimidation to some people. You know,
it is. You're
right.
You're right.
A lot of that is intimidating to a lot of people, and that's why. And when I say people, I mean us, our color folks. That's intimidation, and that goes back into the fear thing. But I think we handled that on enough tip. Let's move it on.
Yeah, we move it on.
Moving on.
But I just want to do hit on Miss Megan Real Talk Harper. Hit my inbox for that them codes and discounts because this is almost hot boy summer. And I need some more shorts, so hit my inbox for them codes and discounts if you will, please. Thank you, man.
Hey Jody, I got shorts here. Elijah, he grew out of his new stuff, so you can get that.
He said Elijah grew out of his new stuff.
His old stuff. He grew out of that stuff. You can get that.
Hey, Mike, just let it go because you got that face. Just let it go. Go. Let's move on.
That's the face you get when you get off a good one. That's all.
If Mike let it go now, next week he gonna have something to say. Carry it over.
Hey, I'm gonna make a whole subject.
Yep.
Last topic, so we can slide on out of here. What is the biggest message you want to get out to the people via the podcast? We always talk about what we never really talked about that. I looked through all our subjects, but what is the message that you personally want to get out to people when you're on the podcast talking to people? When we come up here, we put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? We're up hours. Like I know I'm up till 1-2 o'clock in the morning. B's up editing. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy's doing everybody's doing their part. So what is the message that you want to get out to people? What is the biggest thing that you want to tell people when you're sitting on this podcast? When they look at you and ask why are you here? Right? What do you want to tell to the people? Because obviously we want to talk to people because that's why we're doing the damn podcast. So what do you want to tell the people?
Well,
Lucretia, I want you to go. I said Lucretia.
First off.
I said Lucretia.
We did do something on this. First off. Second off, one of the main. Hey, it's in there. I can't do nothing about it.
Jimmy's been missing in action. He gonna come in.
He's gonna pop up, want to talk.
Let Jimbo talk.
One of the whole purposes of why we did this, for us to have a group of people on here that doesn't always agree, but we still there for each other. We still show love, support. You need something, I got you. I got your back. We might fuss, fight, and argue, but at the end of the day, we family. I got you. What we do, fuss, fight, and argue. But I promise you this: you stranded on the side of the road. You need some money. You need some food. You need some clothes.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying? We got you. We got
just to tag on. Just hold on, Mike. Just to tag on what Jimmy said. Like when we started this, it was more so like he just said, getting a group of people together that's gonna disagree. We disagree a lot.
All the time.
Yes, we disagree a lot.
Especially
but at the end of the day, we all family, man. Man, if Coach A called me and needs something, I got him. You know what I'm saying? If Telly, Jimbo, or anybody call, I got them. No matter how much we disagree, it's a family effort. And to answer your question, when I sit on this panel and I speak, I want people to know that you can come to this family for anything. It's not like you're not a part of this family. People that watch us and people that are big family members to this podcast, they're family to us. You know what I'm saying? You can come to us. We can talk. We can do whatever. We can hang out. We can disagree. We can love each other. This is a safe place for people to come and be themselves. So that's to answer your initial question. That's why I sit here. I want to make myself accessible to somebody else that might need help. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get information from everybody that can possibly help me in my personal life. So that's why I sit here, man. This is why I get up every Saturday morning and I am here.
I just want y'all to know. I sent Coach A while ago a Cash App request for $5 pizza, and he denied my Cash App. Denied my Cash App. So I'm not feeling.
You sent me a Cash App before the tax season, man. I'm broke, man.
He said I'm broke, man. Hey, Jody, if you ever need pizza, dog, hit me up. I got you.
No, Coach A be hooking his home.
Hey, Chris got your money.
Hey, can you hook Chris up? We'll hook me up with a $5 little hot and Caesars ready.
I get 20.
Said Chris got your money.
Yeah, I get 20 messages for Chris, and then all of a sudden your message come in. You too late.
He
I'm
beat you
gonna
to it.
have to
He
holler
beat you
at
to
Chris then, like, hey man, you
Yeah.
messing up the Little Caesars fund, bro. You tripping.
First come, first serve.
Hey, Creed, why are you here, Creed?
Oh my gosh. What? I mean, I'm trying to formulate my thoughts. Can you go somebody else?
Nate, why you here, Nate?
She here because Jimmy bullied her into it.
No, Jimmy ain't bullying nobody.
Dang, is that what you're thinking, me, Mike?
That's what he's taking.
Jimmy, you is a little bit of a bully.
No,
Low-key,
no, not
Jimmy.
at all.
Jimmy,
Wow,
low-key,
Jimmy, you're not?
bully.
Yeah, you are low key.
Low-key,
my
hockey,
gosh.
you're the bully.
Oh
Hey,
my
no,
God.
Jimbo, I got you.
and
Don't
high.
say nothing, Jimbo. I got you. Just because Jimbo speaks his mind.
No,
put his
has
hands
a
on
little-
no,
Hold on,
that's
hold on,
not
hold
what
on.
it is.
Hold on. Just because Jimbo speaks his mind and has a little bit of bass in his voice doesn't mean he's bullying.
Okay,
Thank you, Brandon.
so you
I
don't
got
see
you,
the
bro.
Brandon? No, you don't, because you don't see the times Jimmy walk up to me and grab me by my shirt. And that's a bully. See, that's going back to what we were talking about before. You don't see that on camera.
Yep.
Nate,
I'm
that's
never
out of
gonna put
love.
that on camera though.
That's out of love, bro.
That's why
Where
it's
did I
domestic
see you,
abuse.
Jimmy?
We sitting there
Yep.
talking about domestic. Like I said, what about from your friends? Because Jimmy be sure enough throwing Nate them side shots.
Listen, if Nate give me a hug, I won't have to do that to him.
No,
Yeah, I was trying to talk
no.
about he want to chop
If
somebody
I
in the
gotta
throat.
think about somebody
Because you
hitting me in
deserve
my
it.
gut when they give me a hug, I'm not touching you. And don't touch me. Leave me
Let's
alone.
get back. Let's get back on it. Coach A, why you here?
Well, I'm here because of the group of guys that I'm with, my family, man. I just love
And
being
lady,
with you
and
guys.
lady.
And lady, that's right. I'm sorry. And so, I believe in the message that we're sending out to other people, giving them a platform to be able to communicate and, talk about different things. And also, let people know that we're here for them as well. We're here for the betterment of, of our communities and the world in general. So why would I not want to be a part of that?
That's right.
Coming
Nate, you
together.
Right. Nate, you still ain't tell us why you was here though.
Yeah, because we started talking about Jimmy bullying people. But
Yeah.
Right. But
Don't
without
bring
bullying.
that back up, Nate. Don't bring that back up.
you see what I'm saying?
Go
Now
about
you're
your
doing it on
business.
camera. Now you're doing it on camera. You're getting bold.
Nate, why you here, Nate?
I'm here for everything everybody else said. The real dialogue that happens, the family aspect of it, and just the whole togetherness that we do. So, and the laughing and joking. Jimmy don't be bullying, but he do be bullying. But and the joking part.
Hey, Michael Stokes, why are you here?
I want to let the world know that, you know what, you can be an a-hole, but be
Hey,
politically
you better
correct.
answer this the right way.
Listen.
There you go.
You see my
Enough
comment.
said. Enough said.
But I don't know who put
Bully Gay.
Yeah, I'd say.
Bully J.
Go
ahead, Mike.
You don't always have to be political. You can be an a-hole and be politically correct. The world wants you to be shaped and formed into this polished little and I'm not with it. You can be real, you can be serious, but you don't have to be this square about it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell your truth and it can be funny. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about your issues and you can laugh about it, and just also having people here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this place where the world takes everything too damn serious. It's like people lighten up. You know what I'm saying? It's always the time to be serious, but lighten up. And I think that I sit on a panel with a bunch of guys who will let you kind of express yourself, you know what I'm saying? And but also let you get the stuff off your chest, because we've had some good conversations. We've had some real conversations. We've had some conversations backstage that are helpful. So when I sit here and I just want to talk to people and let them know, like, you don't always have to be what society wants you to be. Don't be this square. Don't be stuck up. Like, laugh a little, joke a little. You know what I'm saying? We got to a place where, you have to be these super serious people. It's like, bro, half of our communication is clowning each other. Like we literally will sit here and clown each other, but honestly, we're communicating, and that's just the way of showing love. And that part of life is not dead. You know what I'm saying? You can have fun in life still and still be like serious about what you're doing. So I want a message to the people, just like, man, have fun, live life, laugh, crack jokes. You know what I'm saying? But also, formulate a brotherhood and gaining, you know what I'm saying, some good people in my corner. You know what I'm saying? Because they was cool in high school, but now they like brothers to me. Even Coach A sometimes, you know what I'm saying? He like that oldest step brother that come along every once in a while. So even Coach A, he all right sometimes. So just camaraderie.
I knew it was coming.
It's the camaraderie of camaraderie.
I done held you out for a little bit now.
Okay, so
what's up?
All right. So for the most part, I agree with everyone, but I do see it as a sense of family, a safe place. But also, I think for me, it's the opportunity to give people a sense of like a distraction, I guess, or a release from whatever they're going through. Because I think our conversation is pretty like, we laugh and joke around, have serious moments, but it's like a light that we're trying to shed at the end of the day. So just to make people feel good and feel like they're a sense of family. I feel like I'm a part of the family. And yeah, I think that's where
you were part of the family when Jody said he'll pull up on you if you need him.
Yeah.
If he say that, you're a part of the family.
I got you, Cree.
Uncle Pudge.
Yo, it's Black excellence on display, man. It feels good that when I look at this screen and I look at all these faces and we just sitting here, just being ourselves, man, with no issues. They say it can't be done, that is very rare, but it's more common than people think. Like you guys said, we can have disagreements, and literally it just disagreements. Ain't a big old production, ain't a lot of loudness, no people cussing each other out, but we really sitting here literally discussing issues, and a lot of times we come on the same side. Other times we don't, it's split. Maybe it's 1 against 6, 2 against 6, whatever, 4. But
about that one.
Right,
1 against 6.
But at the end of the day, man, it's a healthy discussion. We disagree. We get our point of view across, and we still cool about it. It's like, man, where you don't really see that at? Man, we being an example for people, an example for our people. We say it can be done. It's being done right here in front of you. It's like, man, dude, and then you throw me into the mix, man, I get to share all this with the world. The world get to see each and every last one of us. For the longest, we've probably been individuals in our own little groups doing things, and people knew how, awesome we were, but now you put it all together, now the whole world can see. And that's something I like to be a part of.
There we go.
And
Nick, if you want to jump on and hit yours real quick, I know you said you'll come on last.
Hey, when Aunt say we argue sometimes, what you really want to say is me, Jimmy, and Coach A. We the main ones be up there arguing about everything.
Listen. I'm just thrilled that Telly still deal with me after I bash Obama the way that I do, and he still got love for me. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Let me tell y'all something.
You lucky I still deal with you. After you defending Kansas Owens, that raggedy behind.
Jimmy done had an instance with everybody on this podcast. Everybody. But I love my brother to death and everything.
Except Creed. I don't think me and Creed went at it yet.
Well, y'all eventually
it's gonna happen.
The fact that he said, yeah, it'll happen.
Or it's probably something that happened in private.
Yeah.
Well, we already had our moments.
Well, then there you go.
I'm gonna tell you how he gets you. I'm gonna tell you how they get you. This is how they set you up, right? Jimmy Coach A will post a freaking 30-minute video of some nonsense.
Oh my God.
Jimmy watches 8 minutes of the video. Totally agrees with him. Now we in an argument all damn day. I'm gonna tell you how this happened. We started arguing at like 8 o'clock. I asked Jimmy, did you watch the part where he said this, that, and the third? Jimmy was like, I didn't get that far. Now, I done pulled over off the side of the road because at this point I'm done texting. We gotta talk text. I'm like, you didn't watch the whole video. You sitting there agreeing with everything. He's sitting there like, I gotta go watch the rest of the video then. Oh yeah, Coach A, you might be tripping. I'm like, this nigga right here.
Hey,
man.
Jimmy had me hot that day, boy. Hot that day, boy.
It literally started at 7 o'clock that morning. Coach A literally just jumped up, posted a video, and then left. He didn't hop back in the
Coach
text
A
till
was
like
gone.
2. He missed for 3 hours while we sitting here arguing with Jimmy, who only watched 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Wow. Sounds like
my fiance, bro, she was like, how are you guys friends? Like, y'all are so tough on each other. I said, man, after this, me and Brandon, we finna go out to dinner, man.
Yeah, we'll argue all day, and Jimmy was like, you want to get something to eat? Yeah, let's go get something to eat real quick. That's how he is. I think Nick gonna pop on. Nick, man.
What's going on?
Nick,
About
why
time
you
you
here,
got
man?
on. Where the freak you
I'm
been?
at work, bro.
Hurry up.
Getting that
What you
bag.
got to say?
There you go, bullying people.
Hey, Nick, man, why you doing the podcast? Why you here, man?
I mean, I think it's because what everybody just said, but we started it because me personally, I like to hear different people's opinions on everything, whether I disagree with them or not. And like y'all said, there's been times we all disagree, but that's all it is. And I think the world needs to see that. Just because you disagree with, one of your family members or your friends, that don't mean that you can't be cool with them.
Unless you got a cousin like Jody.
We working on him, but he gonna get there. But yeah, just to put out a good message and just talk about what the world ain't talking about. So
Absolutely.
That's why I'm here.
Absolutely. I just want to say it feels good for all of our faces to be on this screen right now.
I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
It's been a long time since all of us was here at one time.
Somebody take that off the screen, please.
Yeah, take that mess off the screen, man.
Hey, so listen. Since we got everybody here, man. We talked about this before. I got this guy who has a fishing business on his boat, and we got to get a group of guys to go on there, man. I think it'll be fun experiencing that profession, pulling in. I think it's crab season now, so we have to pull in crabs and do all that stuff on his boat. Yeah, I think
I don't eat the cockroaches, but let's do it though.
You know how much money we can make selling them cockroaches to people?
We don't eat cockroaches either.
Crab, they cockroaches.
No, we eat crabs, not cockroaches.
So we need to have somebody that's going to videotape too. That'll be there.
Good job, Coach.
Videotape the experience. While the rest of us work, it's going to be hard work now. It's hard work.
We didn't pay for this?
No, he may pay us. I don't know. I can talk to him.
No, I'm messing with you.
I just think it'll be fun. Just to,
we can have
experience different professions. Experience. I don't know. She might not want to be on that boat like
she coming. She coming. What you mean?
Put Cree to record. Why she got to record? Why she can't?
No, because you got to work.
No, we don't want her doing all that work. She gonna record.
Yeah, I'd rather record.
Why she can't do no hard work?
But it's a lot of sea smell and
it's hard work.
Yes, that's what we want.
Like, just think about it. She's gonna be out there on the water, her hair, trying to keep the camera steady while the boat rocking. That's hard work too.
You gotta be in their face.
She can get some Meek Mill braids and wear a waterproof bonnet. She fine.
You out first of all.
Get him, Cree. Get him, Cree.
Come on, Cree.
Joey, don't start.
Listen, that's our show today, y'all. That's our show today. Shout out to everybody that's been watching, everybody that was in the comments today. We love the fact that y'all was in the comments.
Good job. That's my boy. That's my boy.
I got you, man. I got you. But Just an announcement that next week is Mother's Day, man. Not next week. Is it next week?
Next
it's next week.
Yeah, next week.
Saturday.
Yeah,
next
Saturday.
Sunday.
Sunday is Mother's Day. So the Saturday we're gonna be doing something for the mothers on Saturday. So
something for the mothers.
Y'all be looking out for our social media on what we're gonna do for the mothers. That
I'ma
will be on Saturday. Saturday that will be our season finale for our season here at Family Talk. So just to let everybody know, we're gonna take a little bit of hiatus, but we ain't gonna disappear completely. Y'all gonna be still seeing us. But just to let everybody know, we're gonna correct some things and get some things rolling in our camp. So we need some time to do that. So just to let everybody know, we're gonna our season finale will be next Saturday, which will be our Mother's Day show. So
yeah, we're gonna send Uncle Pud a video camera or something.
Nick got some light, Uncle Pud.
I'm finna send you a camera, man. Everybody else,
nah, he need a light. He need a light. His
camera just need a light. That's all.
It's not the light. No, it's not. It's you using your computer camera, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a camera.
Yeah, it's a camera. That's why I switched over from my Lenovo to my Surface Pro, because the camera was way better.
Yeah, but with that said, like I said, we're gonna be having our season finale there and doing the things for our mothers. But this is Family Talk. If ain't nobody got nothing else, man, we about to rock out.
Don't nobody got nothing else.
We ain't got nothing else. So you got
tomorrow.
5 o'clock. I'm at the spot today, Jim.
Say that. Oh yeah, for sure. They gonna
check us out tomorrow on Endgame, where you gonna get all your latest sports and news on what's going
check
on.
Us out tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Endgame.
8 o'clock. Endgame. 7 o'clock Central Time.
Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez.
Tonight.
Listen, that whole card tonight is gonna be fire.
We will be discussing that on Endgame tomorrow. So if y'all want to get your latest news and sports, y'all pull up on us tomorrow. So you got Coach A in the building, Michael, Jody Stokes, Nate the Great, Uncle Pudge, Mr. Who Loves Your Baby. I'm the CEO. B. Then you got Nacho Average Chef, Jimbo, and the First Lady Lucretia, and Nick the Slick. You jumped out. You guys, he had to go back to work. But we love you guys. Y'all have a great Saturday, and we'll see y'all next week.